Hello, my name is Babette, and welcome to Lesson 9 of Babette's Guide to Rhythm. In this lesson, we're going to be talking about the dotted quarter note rest. The only difference in the dotted quarter note rest is that the dotted quarter note is a quarter note with a dot, and the dotted quarter note rest is a quarter note rest with a dot. Other than that, they're the same. And why do I say that? Because each one of them takes up the length of 3/8 notes, or 1.5 beats. Well, I guess there's another difference too. The dotted quarter note rest has no sound. Now in this lesson, I've taken the two exercises that we had in Lesson 8 that included the dotted quarter notes, and I've replaced those dotted quarter notes with the dotted quarter note rests. So really you should have no problem with it, because we're subdividing like we did when the metronome marking is 60. So only two exercises. It should go by pretty fast for you. Now let's get started. Okay, we're ready to start on exercise 1 of lesson 9. Again, all I've done here is substitute the dotted quarter rest for where I had the dotted quarters. So you're going to count exactly the same way, and this one is going to be subdivided. So remember to count off your 8 beats when the metronome starts. Subdivide throughout. It's time for a deep breath and begin. We'll continue at a metronome marking of 60 with the same rhythm pattern, but now we're changing notes, and also we will not be subdividing by the metronome click. You will be subdividing in your head. So now it's time for a deep breath. Remember to count off your 8 beats when the metronome starts. Begin. This time we'll be at a metronome marking of 92 for the same rhythm pattern in exercise 1. Remember to count off your 8 beats when the metronome starts. Remember to subdivide from start to finish. Let's take a deep breath and begin. Now it's time to play this exercise at a metronome marking of 120. Remember to count off your 8 beats when the metronome starts. Remember to subdivide from beginning to end. It's time to take a deep breath and begin. Now we'll begin exercise 2 at a metronome marking of 60. And in this exercise, you're going to see both the dotted quarter rest and the 8th note tied to the quarter note. This first time it will just be the single notes and the metronome will be subdividing for you. Remember to count off your 8 beats when the metronome starts. Think about subdividing from the top to the bottom along with the metronome. It's time for a deep breath and begin. Once again at a metronome marking of 60, but this time the metronome will not be subdividing for you. You're going to have to do that in your head. This time we will be changing notes. Now, remember to count off your 8 beats when the metronome starts. Let's take a deep breath and begin. We're now picking up the tempo a little to a metronome marking of 92. Remember to count off your 8 beats. Let's take a deep breath and begin. And now we'll finish off this lesson with a metronome marking of 120 for exercise 2. Please remember to count off your 8 beats. Let's take a deep breath and begin. Well, that's it for the lesson on the dotted quarter note rest. Thank you for following along. I hope you've been practicing as you've followed along. And I'm looking forward to seeing you for our next lesson. So until then, bye-bye.